Good morning everyone, it is Monday the 21st, it is 10 to 8. Everyone's talking about this solar eclipse today. Apparently there's all these weird things going to happen during it. Craziness. Oh yes, alien men. Anchoring our special coverage starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to go now, have my nails done, I'm going to run to the bank real quick and then be home. I want to go get some coffee today. We've got 2 pods left for the machine. I need to get coffee in half and half, and that's about it really. Hey everybody, I'm home and it's not even 10 o'clock yet, it's like 2 minutes to. I walk in and she's like, "What, Sue?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You don't have an appointment?" I go, no, that was my buddy. I go, "No, I have a standing appointment 10 o'clock every Monday." "But you said you were going to call." "No, last week I didn't go." And this is what she's done this to me like 3 times now. And I told her, no, I will always, if I can't come 1 week, I still come the next week. I've had a standing appointment now for about, since she's had the place for 5 years. Yeah, I'm just like, she goes, "Oh no, wait, you know, you soak first." And I said, no. I said, "Don't worry about it, I'll go find somewhere," because my one nail came off on the way over. Tip well, I over tip. I mean, I'm a standard customer. I've been going there to that store since Ashley was about 8 months. I used to take her in a car seat, and I've been through 5 different people taking over, and I've always stuck with the place through all the changes and everything like that. So yeah, so that's where we're at, guys. Now we don't know. Okay, so Ash and I are doing a couple of errands. Have my nails done. She called and apologized, or texted and apologized. Said she was wrong, she didn't realize. So I took Ashley with me as security. Because I didn't want it to be awkward, but it wasn't really. It was for the first 5 minutes, and then it was fine. So everyone's getting ready for this eclipse. It's supposed to start in New York around 1:15. It's 10 to 1. Glad it's a clear day. Yeah. But we're kind of way off the path. When they showed the path coming from like California, Texas way across.
It's going to be a partial.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a full.
Yeah, we're not getting the full-fledged doodad. Which is too bad, because I'd love to see it go black in the afternoon.
Yeah, it would be really dark.
Yeah. Let's come to Michael's. Nothing here. It's going to look darker to you guys, but it's definitely darker in the house, isn't it, Ash?
Yeah.
And but the sun looks the same to me. The minutes we've glanced at it, not minutes, seconds, watching Elf.
They say don't look at it. He looks at it.
We're like bobbing.
But we put sunglasses on.
Yeah, we did.
Not that stupid. I'm coloring like a 5-year-old. Like a big coloring book too. It's not like small, like.
Anyway, I'm going to finish watching. Well, I'm going to watch a little bit more of this, then edit my vlog. Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. It is 5:15. Just came upstairs from the office. I returned some calls, and what else did I do? Edited my vlog for what it was worth. And then those clips, the goodnight clips from Saturday, appeared on that card. I have 2 SD cards that I use. I switch over, and for some reason the goodnight clips were on that one. I don't know why. So this is the sky after an eclipse. I still didn't see anything. The sky looks pretty now, I think. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It is now 11:15. I'm going to end the vlog. Pete got home about 20 minutes ago. We just sat down. Ash and I were downstairs. We finished eating. I wasn't sure what time Pete was coming home. And he just got home and ate. So we were sat watching America's Got Talent. Yes, America's Got Talent. I tell you what, there's some good talent on that one. It's going to be tough. Trouble is with me, I watch it from the DVR, which means that then I can't vote because it's already too late, because it's that voting for that particular show is over. So I need to get on now. If anybody watches America's Got Talent, tell me who your favorites are. There's one I don't like, and it's because I don't like clowns. So that's a bit of a. That's my own thing. I don't like clowns. And I was telling Pete Nash, the reason I don't like clowns, it never bothered me as a kid, but when I was a nanny, the family I worked for, we went to Arizona for vacation where the guy's parents were from. So we went on holiday there, and they had a clown at a birthday party. They were throwing a birthday party for one of the kids, and there was something about the clown that just rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like the way the person spoke, didn't like the way the person looked, and it just gave me the heebie-jeebies. And ever since then I just cannot stand when all that white paint's on the face and the painted on mouth. I just can't do it. So every time it comes on, I don't really watch it like this. Oh, I just wanted to, because I haven't been able to write my comments, answers to the comments, so I didn't think you were recording then. It's going to be a waste of my time. There was a question. I am going to try and get to my comments and answer them all, I promise you guys. But it's a question from Rebecca Hudson, and she's a new subscriber. So hi Rebecca, thank you so much for subscribing. She says, can you please give new people an update and possibly tell us how you came to live in America and when you moved here? Thanks. So yeah, I came over in 1982 as a nanny. The plan was for me to stay here a year and then go home. And the second year, one of my friends that I knew from Germany, okay, long story short, when we were little, Dad was in the army, so we lived in Germany. I was born and pretty much raised in Germany, even though I am British, I am English. But we were on Dad 13 years or so in Germany. We moved all over Germany. It wasn't the same spot. And a good friend of mine who I met, Jane, you'll probably hear me talk about Jane and her kids and whatnot later on. Well, her kids are all grown up, they're like Ashley. But we had assigned seating on our bus to go to school, and Jane was sat next to me because I had space, and you know, it was the younger ones at the front and it worked its way back. Although she was 2 years younger than me, she sat with me in the back and we became good friends. So I always wanted to see America, and we used to always go on a summer and a winter vacation with other military families. We'd put the caravan on the back and off we'd go. And we'd always have this little discussion. Dad would say, where do we want to go? Because living in Germany, we drove everywhere. We drove to Italy, we drove to France, Spain. Did we drive to Yugoslavia? I don't know, that might be a bit far-fetched. We might have flown to Yugoslavia because we stayed in a hotel. God, I forgot we went to Yugoslavia. What a funny word. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So we'd always sit sometime during the year and say where we're gonna go on our summer holidays. And I always used to tell my mum and dad, I want to go to America, I want to go to America. And my dad said, Sue, the minute they build a bridge we'll go to America, but if we can't drive it with the caravan on the back, we're not going. So I always said, before I get married and settle down, I'm going to go to America. Well, we moved back from Germany and we were back in the Midlands, and I was working. I was on one of the government training schemes, which is a job they give you out of school and train you for the job, and then 9 out of 10 times you get offered the job at the end of your 6-month stint. Well, I got offered the job and I declined the job, much to my office manager's disgust. I worked for a lawyer's office in Wolverhampton, and a friend of Dad's, an army friend of Dad's, said that he had a daughter in America, and I guess they got talking. My dad goes, oh, Sue's always wanted to go to America. And they said, oh, he goes, I'll ask her. Well, long story short again, there's no long story short with me, it's always long story, full stop. His daughter knew a family that was looking for an English nanny. So boom, 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 2 months later I ended up in America. Had to take my driver's test and do all that good stuff, and I failed my driver's test one too many times. And then when I did pass, I said to the driver, oh, the driving instructor, thank goodness for that, because I'm going to America next week and I have to drive 2 kids around. And he's like, let me maybe rethink your passing of the test. And he's like, oh my God, you're going to be driving big cars on big roads, on highways, blah, blah, blah. I'll be fine. Well, I was fine. 2 days after I got here, I was set to drive. Anyway, so that's how I ended up in America. I came over as a nanny. The plan was to stay a year. Then my friend Jane, she came over. I got her a job. She came over as a nanny. And then another friend of ours came over a little bit later. Another, you know, like another 8 months later. So I'm like, oh, I'll stay another year and then I'm going home to England. And then I met Pete in the August 17th in fact, a week ago today, 30 odd years ago. And I said, well, I'm not getting into any big relationships because I am going home in December back to England. Well, I ended up getting engaged on January 2nd. I never went home. So that's how I ended up in America. And Pete and I just celebrated our 30th anniversary. So yeah, it looks like I'm here for a bit longer. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for asking that question. Sorry it was such a long-winded story, but I feel like that's my life. It's long-winded, but I do appreciate you asking, and I hope you followed along. I know a lot of people know my story already, but I do appreciate it when somebody asks, because we'll go and do things and Ash will go, Mom, you're telling everybody the same thing over and over again, and you know, you forget when new people come on board, they have no clue on how you ended up here. So that's it. So my family's all back in England. I say all my family. I have a very small family. It was mum, dad, me and my brother, and I had 2 uncles, 3 grandparents, 2 aunts, and 4 cousins and a nephew. So that is it. And I've lost all my grandparents since I've been here, and my father and my uncle. So we are down to a very small but close family, which I wouldn't trade for anything. So anyway, thanks for asking. I hope that wasn't 8 minutes. Hope it wasn't too long-winded. But guys, I hope you've all had a brilliant, brilliant Monday. Whatever you guys did today, I hope it was a good one. And we will definitely see you tomorrow. Good night.